Hello there, this is the daily video for July 19th. Today we're going to take a step away from confidence intervals and we're going to talk about something that's called non-sampling error. So far we've talked about how we'd like to estimate the parameter, and we do that by using the statistic. And one of the problems that we find is, since the statistic varies from sample to sample, we know it's very rarely, if ever, actually equal to the parameter. And so we know there's some error between what the statistic tells us and what the parameter really is. And we call that sampling error. And that's just error due to the fact we're taking a sample instead of looking at the population. Well, today we're going to look at a second type of error. And this error is what we call non-sampling error. And in fact, these are errors that can occur even if you could look at the entire population. Now, at the very beginning of the module, we actually already looked at some types of non-sampling error. We just didn't call it that. Non-sampling error occurs, or can occur, for example, when you write a bad survey question. So if you write a bad survey question, there's going to be some error there, but that has nothing to do with how you took your sample or the fact we're looking at a statistic. It has to do with you wrote a poor survey question. And so when we say non-sampling error is really an umbrella term, and there's a lot of types of errors that fall underneath of that umbrella. And so what you're going to find today is there's going to be a couple different videos for you to watch that talk about some examples of non-sampling error. And we're going to focus on two particular types, one being what we call non-response error, and the other being called coverage error. And the videos will discuss both of those, and then you're going to do a couple worksheets from the workbook. This work should be a little bit easier than what we've been doing the past couple days. Like I said, we're not going to work with sampling distributions or confidence intervals today. This is really looking at other ways that things can go wrong, and generally it has to do with how the questions were asked or what the questions asked. Maybe people feel uncomfortable about those questions and things like that. So as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Today is the last day of new material before the exam. So if you haven't looked ahead, Wednesday will be a review day just like you had last time, and then the exam will be on Thursday, and it's the exact same setup as the other exams. And then also, don't forget, if you haven't started that Beyond the Classroom 2, you really do need to go ahead and start that, otherwise you are going to run out of time. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will talk to you later.